people, Naughty Morty here, back once again with another Battlefield video for you all, and this time we're throwing it back even further. It seems like I've been on a bit of a trend recently of playing older Battlefield titles and really enjoying them, so we're going to carry on that kind of vein of form with Battlefield Bad Company 2, me playing the game that started it all for my Battlefield experience, my Battlefield career, back in April 2010, and once again we're playing it nearly 11 years later in 2021, and I'm here to tell you what my thoughts are on the game as it stands, where we're at with it at the moment, particularly relating to PC, and also how it's going in general. So to take you through a quick history lesson, this is predominantly where I started out playing Battlefield. Originally I played the original Bad Company game before this game came out, however I didn't really get into that too much before April 2010 and the release of Bad Company 2, which is where I really delved into Battlefield in its entirety and basically became addicted to the franchise from that point on. I was absolutely hammering my Xbox 360 pretty much every day just to play some more Battlefield Bad Company 2 on a regular basis, predominantly playing Rush. I mainly started out playing Rush, obviously Rush being the premier game mode of the Bad Company series and where Rush originally started. It was the one really touted by DICE at the time as being the mainstay and the main game mode, whereas Conquest for me was not as interesting. I didn't really enjoy it as much in the Bad Company 2 era. That's not to say I don't enjoy it now, I absolutely love Conquest, but as I said, back in the day it was all about Rush for me, and this game really scratched that itch, I must admit. Now to talk about this objectively in 2021, I probably should take my rose tinted glasses off and remove all the nostalgia when we're playing the game actively at this stage. It's definitely showing its age, guys. There's a lot of features that were added in, even into Battlefield 3, that weren't involved in Bad Company 2, and therefore it's probably going to be hard for someone who hasn't played the game like I did in the past to go back and touch it and really get to grips with it again, because it is missing a lot of those features. I mean, the fact that you can't even strafe side to side while sprinting in itself is a very odd quirk, and something I had to get used to again when I was playing the game for the first time this past week. However, I must admit the essence of Battlefield still runs through this game, and it has carried on into even the more recent titles like Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5. Admittedly, the quality of life improvements like vaulting, etc. aren't in this game, but you're easily able to make up with that with the jumping mechanic, and if you get used to that, then you can easily carry on playing the game as you would do even the more modern titles, I suppose. However, I do feel like some of the elements of Bad Company 2 that DICE championed back in the day have been lost their essence in the more recent titles like 4, 1 and 5. The main one I can think of is the effect that destruction had on this game. In comparison to a lot of the more recent titles, destruction plays a lot bigger part in Bad Company 2. The fact that you can just use a simple grenade launcher to blow a hole in a building to get into an objective. A lot of the objectives, particularly Rush, was situated inside structures, made it much more difficult for players to manage both enemies approaching and also trying to hold specific choke points, which in Battlefield 1 and 5, choke points are a massive factor in how well a side can dominate a particular game, whereas in Bad Company 2 you are able to maneuver around choke points, open up extra avenues for attack and or defense, and therefore change the game quite effectively through the use of destruction. Personally, that's something I'd love to see return in the next Battlefield game, and I hope that DICE do take note of this and consider implementing certain different levels of destruction in comparison to what we've seen with Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 more recently. Other than that, guys, I think it's definitely worth still having a look at Bad Company 2. I know Steam had them on sale recently, and if you weren't able to pick it up, I'd still definitely suggest taking a look at it, at least so you get a bit of a history lesson before heading into the new Battlefield title. But anyways, guys, as always, it'd be great to hear your comments down below if you've played Bad Company 2, what your thoughts on it were, and if you would go back and play it again. I'm obviously still playing it at the moment, and I'm really enjoying my time getting back into the game once again. Now, of course, if you want to see more, guys, I stream on Twitch every Wednesday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, so feel free to follow me over there, and as well as that, don't forget to hit the like button. Any engagement really helps the channel, and I would definitely appreciate your thoughts and feelings down in the comments below. As always, it's been me, Naughty Morty, signing out for this one, and I look forward to seeing you all again next weekend.